been a little while, but I'm back. I will be rotating between this and Evil Dead, because I really like Evil Dead as well. Anyways, enough of that. So what I'm here to do here is I'm looking to maximize what I can do with this build that I'm working on. So let me explain to you what I was doing. So I made this build. Okay. But I need to, yeah, I need to get myself, where is that piece? Yeah, yeah. So I need probably, I would say probably this, a piece of Providence, or a piece of, I would probably say actually a piece of Walker and Harris. So what I want to do, because right now as it stands, I have Versatile that I'm using. Unfortunately, it's not the greatest roll, but it's a Sokolov piece, which kind of makes things a little bit. So let me explain what I'm trying to do. So I got to obliterate on, okay, and I made it universal. And the reason why I want this to be universal is I don't want to, although I would love to have the extra weapon damage, if I switch weapons, which I will be, I want to have the ability to do this pretty much the same damage on either gun, right? So if I go with a Finner's piece with Obliterate, then, you know, my assault rifle is going to do more damage, but then when I switch over to my SMG, it's not going to get anything, right? So that's what I'm kind of saying. If I make it universal like this, then either weapon will benefit. Both weapons will benefit, as opposed to just one. And that's what I'm trying to do with these builds, is make them universal. As much as I'd love to get that extra weapon damage for that one particular type of gun, you've got to think about this. You've got to think of this balance. If you have a universal piece on chest and backpack, then both pieces are going to benefit always, not just one. Again, if you put a Sokolov piece on your backpack and you put a Finner's piece on your chest piece, I mean, that sounds great, but again, you're going to run into that same problem. One of your weapons is not going to benefit from that. So if you make it universal, not a problem. Both weapons will always do it. And that's what I'm trying to do with these builds. I want universal. I want it to be universal so that I don't lose damage. Or, you know, I just gain from one. I want to gain from both. Actually, it's universal, so every one of my, like all three of my weapons are going to benefit from it. Which is pistol, primary, secondary. So many builds I see, and I see them do like exactly what I just said, the opposite of this, where, you know, they'll have a Finner's piece on their chest piece, and they'll have a Badger Tough piece on their backpack, for example. I mean, it's great, but you got to think of this in a realistic fashion. Only one weapon is going to benefit from that, from either piece, at a time. So if I switch over to, you know, my other weapon, my shotgun is going to do extra damage on the backpack, but then if I need to use my assault rifle, it's not going to get anything from that. So think about that. Gotta think about this in a more realistic fashion. If you want a better build, then you need to do this. You need to make it that way. It just makes more sense. I know there's lots of bonuses on all these things, and you are kind of missing out on bonus damage from this and that, but again, do you really want that? Do you really only want one weapon that's going to be viable for that extra damage? Because I certainly don't. I want both. I want all my weapons to do damage. And by using a piece that has none of that on it, you get just that. So, For now, I have to keep it the way it is. I don't like it, but I have to keep it the way it is. So when I switch weapons with this piece, I'm going to benefit from only my SMG. Because it's a Sokolov piece, right? So I'm going to get 10% SMG damage. However, on my chest piece, Obliterate, it is a Walker and Harris. So guess what? All my weapons benefit from it. Let me just set this up though. I didn't set the video up yet, or I didn't set the stream up. Take me a second. Alright, thumbnail. Whoops, that's not what I want. So that's what we want to accomplish in this. Is we want to accomplish... what the fuck's going on? Anyways, let me just set this part up here and we're good. So, interestingly enough,
backup request.
I've noticed this a lot too. Let's just get this in here real quick. Boom. I noticed that when people put their tags in their when they're making their video and they put their tags in, I've noticed that they put a lot of things in there that don't have anything to do with what they're actually telling you. And the reason why they do that is because that's how they get their views, right? They just put anything in there. That's also how you get negative comments too. Because if you put a tag in there that says, that you're playing, I don't know, Summit, for example. You put Summit tags in your tags for your video. People are going to get pissed if they click on your video and it has nothing to do with Summit. But I see it all the time. I see it more and more. Because because I can see their tags. Like when I look at my competition, I can see what tags they're using. And there's a lot of them that are using stuff that they don't even tell you or don't even talk about. But because it's a high rated tag, they put it in there, right? Well, enough of that. Just wanted to let you know that. It's something I've noticed. I think that's how they're getting their views, to be honest. Okay. I'm only going to put stuff in here that I think is relevant for what I'm doing. I think that's good. Oh, hold on. Oh, I save that. Okay, that should be good. Let me just get into here. What's this? Oh, cool. Okay. So, this is what I'm working on at the moment. I gotta put some mods on those two pieces first, but just this is what I've been working on for now. So the chest piece has, so yeah. So if you're just getting in here, I'm gonna say it again. What I'm working on is getting universal type pieces on my backpack and chest piece so that I don't actually, you know, like one gun is going to be more powerful than the other. Now, although that sounds great, I'd like to have my weapons consistently doing about the same amount of damage, both of them, or sorry, all three of them, instead of just one getting a boost when I do this gun, and you know, when I switch over, then I'll get a boost from that. One's going to be significantly stronger than the other, so what ends up happening, and this is a true story, is you stick to one gun, and that's what you do. Because you notice that that gun does the most damage, so you're like, okay, I'm not really going to switch between the two. Because this one does more damage. By putting universal pieces in, though, which I'm going to with this, it creates an equal thing, so that you both pieces you're wearing is going to allow all of your weapons to do more damage. And one's not going to get bogged down from one talent. So I find that I see that way too much. If I let me see if I can find somebody right here. Let's see what you're wearing. Okay, so you're perfect glass can. So I already know what you do. Okay, this is really simple to figure out. This is a conflict build. This is definitely a conflict build. This is a conflict build. Yeah. Yeah, that's not hard to see. Cool. Let's go with somebody more realistic now. Because that would not work very well in PvP. I mean, I guess you could sort of try to make it. You might kill the odd person here or there. But realistically, if somebody shoots you and you have perfect glass cannon on, you're going to die very fast. You're going to be squishy as hell. Preservation. Perfect overflowing. Interesting. Okay. Well. But wait, what are you using? I didn't see that. You're using a striker drone with a stinger hive. Okay. Yeah, no. I wouldn't do that. Okay, so there's nobody that really... I'm looking around. I'm trying to show an example. I'm gonna go into my, yeah, I'm gonna go into my stash. Just see if I can pull out a piece. See if I have the piece on me, because I know I do somewhere. Either on this character or another. I know I have it. Alright. Time to switch characters. So I can see if one of them actually has the piece I'm looking for, because I did have a piece with that on it, so I'm just looking to see if I still have it. So I'll go through my characters. I already got my Resident Evil stuff, so I don't really care for it. Like, I don't need to do it again. I don't need more pieces.
Entering safe area.
Let's see what you have. What's that tardigrade? What is that? Chain killer. Okay, so this is definitely not the guy I'm looking for. I've got quite a few pieces that are missing too as well. Yeah, I don't know how they're missing, because some of these pieces I'm referring to are pieces I would never delete, because they were, and I know for a fact I made this particular piece a favorite, so it wouldn't get deleted.
Safe area detected.
All right, what do we got? Okay, well I can throw that in my, I'll throw that in my stash. I'm just gonna see if I have it on my other character. I hope I do. That or it somehow got deleted. Which would be really, that would really piss me off actually. Because that was a good piece. That was a really good piece. Oh my god, no. No, he doesn't have it. If he would have had it, he would have had it. Had it on him. He only had one. He only had one backpack, so he definitely did. Okay, so that piece is missing. So I might have to farm that piece. I'm gonna have to, cause I need. No, I haven't tried it that way. I've always thought of that, and then I thought about, you know, how people might make fun of it. So I had never really tried it. But that's always been in the back of my mind to try. With the oh my god, the capacitor. Okay, so let me show you what I'm working on right now. Okay, so my chest piece has Obliterate on it, and as you see, I'm using a Walker and Harris. And then, if you weren't here, I'm going to explain to why I want to change this to a Walker and Harris with the same talent. So I'm using Versatile on the backpack, but I'd like to switch it to a Walker and Harris, not because it's got damage to armor on it. That's a bonus. Mostly because I want a universal approach on this build. And what I mean by that is I want all of my guns to do good damage. Because I see people using two different things, and it's great. Now let me explain this. Let's say I have a Finner's piece with Obliterate on. I could put it on. But then I'm thinking outside the box. Okay, so if I'm using Obliterate, that forces me to use the Finner's piece to get that extra damage. But if I have to switch to my SMG, then yes, I get it from here. But, you know what I mean? Like, the damage is going to only be for that weapon. By looking at it as a universal approach, all of my weapons will do good damage, not just one. So I don't have to rely on only one weapon. Because that's what ends up happening, is you end up relying on just one weapon. By doing it this way, with another walker there, it opens things up to the point where I have two, no, all of my weapons are going to do good damage instead of just one at it. Because I can tell you right now, if I put a Finner's piece here, I'm not going to go to my SMG. I'm just not. Because it does really good damage with my assault rifle. But when your gun's empty, what do most people do when your gun runs out of bullets? You switch to your secondary, right? So you can keep going. Yes, I got a piece there, but versatile works really good with, and the reason why I'm using this is I'm gonna just look at this. Okay, 35% to this in my opinion, this is a better talent than the style that people used to use, and I'll explain why. So most people used to use Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush, right? And you had to be within 10 meters to cause damage to get your 35% damage. Then they nerfed it, so now you have to build the stacks. As long as you have bonus armor, it builds the stacks. This is better because you can be within 15 meters, so you get an extended range of 5 meters, and you'll get your 35% damage. So that's why I've always liked Versatile over those two talents I just talked about. And plus, if I'm using Obliterate, like if you use Obliterate and Versatile, I'm sorry, those two talents together are better than Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush any day of the week. Okay? Any day of the week. I don't care what people say. Those two talents together are just gold. They're so much better than the other shit. Even before it was nerfed. I used to destroy people with these two talents. They'd be using the meta. Right? They'd be using Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush, and I'd just murder them with these two talents. Because I can stack Obliterate so fast. And this is automatic once I switch weapons. It's automatic. I switch to my SMG and I'll get Obliterate, or Obliterate will stack so quick because of the 60% crit hit chance on my SMG. Plus I'm getting 35% damage there. Instantly. Yeah, no, I know. But what I was just saying, I was just comparing the old meta, because I say old because, you know, you don't really see people using it anymore. It's still viable. But it's so much easier to just throw Obliterate and Versatile on and just, you know, be done with the other. Because of the fact that now the stack's out to build. And keep in mind that if they get past 10 meters from you, your bonus armor goes away, and once your bonus armor goes away, your stacks go away, right? That's how that works now. You have to maintain your distance to keep those stacks, because if you back away, or somebody backs away from you and gets away, they automatically just go back to 0. But what I was saying was the old way people would use it. It's a very good talent. And here, let's see it. If you use a shotgun or an SMG, it's 35% damage. So think about this. Imagine running with a Super 90, tactical Super 90 like I have. So I have a tactical Super 90. I could use that instead of the other. I just really like the Kingbreaker because it has that talent that gives you 20% more damage. And I'm running the Technician's laser pointer, so it's constantly giving me that talent. But imagine running like I have flatline on my tactical Super 90. So imagine if I put Versatile on there. But Versatile's already on there. Imagine if I imagine if I use that. Right, I'm gonna get 35% damage when I switch to that. Plus I'm gonna get Obliterate stacking. So normally what I would do in that situation, because I know my SMG can stack Obliterate faster than most other weapons, because your SMG just has that natural crit hit chance on it. That's when I would switch over to my shotgun. Once I stacked it with my SMG and got the damage there, I'm already fully stacked on that, so now I can just pound them with my my tactical super 90, which is going to kill them because you're going to get another bonus too, right? Because you have flatline on there. So you're going to get 15% damage, and it has the laser pointer on it as well. The technician's laser pointer. So it's constantly going to stack. Or it's constantly, yeah, you're constantly going to be able to nail them with flatline. Flatline's a beautiful talent when it's on a shotgun. Oh yeah. I have an 870 somewhere in my stash or whatever that also has it. It's a good talent. Then Catharsis is going to further increase my damage as I'm taking damage. And then it's going to heal me. Got this bad boy. You know, this holster's beautiful. Of course, this guy, nothing completes this as the Emperor's Guard does. This is how my Emperor's Guard came, I just rolled. It was yellow, right? That's how you get it, because it's a Murakami piece, so it's yellow when you find it. So I rolled it into a blue, obviously, and then I just modified it a little bit. It was like not very much. Like I think one time I modified it. It was maxed out on the bottom armor regen. It comes with 1% armor regen on it, so this is a double armor regen piece. And I took a Bellstone piece because it's not the greatest piece. Like I think I just got it because I needed a piece. But that gives me 1% armor regen there. I mean, I don't have very much armor regen, but that's okay because that's where this comes in. Killing an enemy repairs 12% armor over 5 seconds. I usually go for headshots because I'm pretty good at getting headshots. So I usually get about 24% over 5 seconds. 9 times out of 10 I usually get 24, right? Because I get a lot of headshots. I can't remember what my stats are for headshots in general, but it's like a lot. I think I have well over 1 million headshots. Like when I was looking at my stats online, because you can go to the thing there and look at your agent's stats over the course of, you know, your time being on this game. And if I remember correctly, it was over 1 million headshots. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a Walker and Harris piece here. I used to have one. I don't know where it went. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I deconstructed it by accident, but I don't know where it is. I tried all 4 characters. I don't see it. So I might have to jump into Countdown, as much as I don't want to, because I really want to get that piece adjusted with the same talent. I can roll the talent. If I get the roll, if I get the rolls I need on that piece, I'll roll the talent. I can roll the talent on there versatile because I know I have it. It's not a problem. Alright, so let's get in there. Let's first make a party because I don't want to hear people telling me what to do. I can tell you about that situation altogether. The reason why I don't, yeah. So what I do for a living is I'm a chef, so I don't like taking orders, I give them, so why would I like taking them? So, yeah. Anyways. Whoops. On 9 times out of 10 when you're playing this mode, if you use the if you're not making a party like I did, so you don't have to hear everybody in game, usually there's one person in your party that's gonna try to tell everybody how to do it, and how they need to do it. And like that's why I make a party, because I don't want to be in that chat, because I know what I would say if he told me what to do, and how I would, yeah, would tell him where to go and how to get there. That's what would happen. Let's get this straight. You take orders. I don't take orders. You take my orders. It's called do your fucking job. It's not rocket science anyways. This mode is not rocket science. It's just common sense.
Another agent has joined your group. Another agent is now in your group.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 of us. What rank are they? 414, 1387, 2123. Oh, plus me. Okay, and he's 1294. Wait. I'll wait till he joins.
An agent is no longer in your group.
He didn't even have a shade level, so I don't even know how he got in here. I definitely don't want him in the party. Not trying to be a dick here, but when they don't have a shade level, I don't really want them in the party. They have to have at least a shade level. Come on.
Another agent has joined your group. Another agent is now in your
Ooh,
group.
I'm asking for trouble here, aren't I? 159 and 45. Okay, well they have a shade level. I gotta give them a chance. I can't just be that. I gotta remember when I was back when I was at level. As long as they have a shade level, I really don't care. As long as they have a shade level. It's when they don't have a shade level.
An agent has left your group.
And somebody is impatient, I know.
Another agent has joined your group.
And then some people will leave right away if they see like any low shade levels, like 45.
Another agent is now in your group.
They'll see like, you know, these two guys, for example, and they'll leave.
Communication relay offline.
Agent, outcasts have taken over the power plant. Lockdown procedures have been initiated. Last thing we need is a radioactive green poison. We need to restrict access and secure the nuclear waste.
Oh, okay.
Emergency
I had to run.
activated. 15 minutes lockdown.
High levels of radiation detected. Commence operational lockdown procedure.
Get that. Oh, somebody's dead over there. Oh my god, the whole team's got annihilated over there. We gotta get over there and help them out.
An agent has disconnected.
Oh my god.
System disrupted. System back online.
Okay. That guy disconnected. Alright, let's get the last one there. We got one more. Headshot kill. Let's get in here. So those were okay buffs. One was a crit hit chance and the other two were kind of like armor repair and explosive damage. Okay, cool. If you're using explosive damage, that's cool. Okay, we need to get up here and take this third route. Okay, one server's down. Another server taken down.
Agent down.
You gotta be kidding me. How is he down? Oh, thought he was an enemy. European server, no wonder. Whoops. I thought I dealt with that shit. Okay, what is this? It's garbage anyways. Administration, oh yeah. Administration. Don't shoot at me or I'll kill you. Don't make me take your ass to the DZ and shoot your ass. Run, 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 run. I'll go in the back door.
You're in. We need to locate the target.
Oh, the fuck just hit me?
Detected. Hostile shock trap detected. High value target neutralized. High risk target approaching.
I think I just got a clutch backpack. I did. I'll get it in a minute. I just got a clutch backpack for the I'm gonna delete something because I'm definitely want that piece.
Waste area.
I definitely want clutch on that. I don't even care what it is, really. I want that clutch backpack. Because I'll switch it around. Headshot damage, weapon handling. I can deal with that, actually. I'll get rid of the rest. Oh, we got stuff over here.
Agent, you've reached the waste area. I need you to secure the radioactive material to override the lockdown protocols.
Oh, I forgot. Over here. Okay, cool. We don't have enough time to do this objective anyways. Wait. Well, yeah, no, that's actually not bad. I was thinking it was the Steam one. Never mind. If they... I gotta get over there quick. No damage. Normally you would take damage when you fall down. Stop it. What the hell that was all about. Now, the thing that my clan, the clan that I'm in, one guy see me wearing clutch the one day, and he's like, "Oh, why are you wearing that? Because that doesn't work. It doesn't work very well." And I was like, "Dude, you just don't have it set up properly. It works great. Clutch works great. There's nothing wrong with clutch. You just have to have the right weapon with it, and I think that M-Line's guard with clutch is like the perfect combination. Finally, a weapon that makes sense.
Lockdown in 1 minute.
Contamination lockdown imminent.
Great work. Now just seal that bunker and stop exposing your team to not-so-low doses of radiation.
High-risk target. Radiation detected at acceptable level.
Can you stop walking in my way, motherfucker?
Emergency lockdown protocols complete. Reactor online.
It's too late. Agent, we lost the plant. At least you're still with us. Let's get you out of there.
Fuck, seriously,
Shoot
that's
out the
how
flares
close we were
before
to
these things get
finishing
ready to
that.
go.
We probably would have finished that. I'm not even gonna lie, we probably would have finished that if he wouldn't have got in my way. He got in my way twice.
Heavily armed hostiles detected. System malfunctioning. System reactivated. System back online. Rogue striker drone detected. Striker drone detected. An agent needs assistance. System disrupted. System restored.
We lost the plant. We need to find a way to get the power back on.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all. I did get one backpack out of it, so it's got clutch on it.
Entering safe area.
Oh, what the? Let's see, we're gonna see if we can recalibrate that. Hold on. Let me put that piece on. Where did I put it? Right here. There we go, and we just added damaged armor as well, which is great. So now it's universal, so now I don't have to worry about one weapon getting more damage than the other. And then what ends up happening is you rely on one weapon because it gets extra damage.
Incoming backup request.
Okay, I think that's good enough. And that's before we get some damage buffs from this.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
There we go. See what I mean? See what I mean by the damage buffs? Okay, so I don't have any damage on there. So between the two weapons, they roughly do pretty much the same. So there's consistency there. That's more like what I was meaning to say. There's more consistency between all my weapons. Whereas if you put a Finner's piece on, a Sokolov piece on, you know, like one weapon's getting more damage than the other, and then you rely on one weapon only, and then you got a weapon that you want to use that, you know, it's just sitting there collecting dust. Really, because you're only using one weapon. This entices you to use both. Because you're like, hey, I can do damage pretty well the same on both weapons. Actually, plus your pistol's gonna do some decent damage as well, because it's not, you know, everything's perfect. Now it does give me some, it also gives me some damage to armor as well. Now, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we also decide to turn this around. So what if we put that on? Put that on instead. Let's go see what happens for damage. We wanted to make that a different build. We're gonna lose quite a bit of damage, obviously. Because Versatile was giving my SMG like 35%. And it was giving my other one some damage too. So how do you solve that problem when you can't get too much off your other? You just do this first. Then you bring this guy in. So I don't like that. So we'll bring Versatile back. But we will try something different. Oh yeah. Duh. Yeah, that considerably raises the damage. Oh my god, these guns are really good. Okay, so never mind. I've got my setup now. Okay, so I have an idea. What can I do with the... let me see. Let's, get rid of that bellstone piece. Let's put the contractor's gloves on, the blue version. That brings us up to 1.3. And I really can't complain about that. It's giving me some really good damage. I could definitely melt somebody with this. Now, what I really wish I could do... let me see, I don't think I have any. I really wish... I'm gonna try something with this. We're gonna switch this around. Trust me, it's gonna work great. So we're gonna take this Fox's Prayer knee pads, even though it's not the greatest. I can get some more. But for now, we're gonna take the Fox's Prayer and we're gonna switch out the contractors. Gonna take these Fox's Prayer knee pads. We're gonna roll them into blue. still want, I don't, okay. So now we need to see our stats on the crit hit chance. And we gotta see the crit hit chance on the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna put a bunch of crit hit chance on this. Gee, I'm gonna stack some damage. We'll stack some chance as well. Oops. Oh my god, I did it again. That should do a bunch. That should really work good now. Don't forget I'm going to get that other buff too on top of what's already there. Oh my god. That's without the buff. This is with the buff. Jesus Christ, that's nasty. That's an M-Line's guard, by the way. That's not. We're not even, like, we're not even using a premium fucking SMG. I don't think I have one on me, but I can go grab one. I mean, I can get this guy right here, but he's all over the place. Where is my good guy? He's right here. Okay, so this guy has damage to targets out of cover, and it has Optimist on it. Yeah. What is this? Okay, so I have... Yeah, exactly. So those two are good. I'm going to switch back to M-Line's Guard, though, because M-Line's Guard comes with... M-Line's Guard comes with a nice heal. Now, let's see if we can make this... Let's go turn this back into the beast it was before. I'll play around with this again in a bit with Versatile. Let's go defensive. Okay, so now she's back at clutch. Sorry. Oh, that's with...
Agent in need of backup.
So really, taking versatile out of the picture does kind of give me some... Anyways, it does cripple some of the damage, but for the SMG, it actually does some decent damage, even though I gave up that buff. I gave up that buff to have some more survivability. Alright, so you can keep it as that. I can always have a versatile version if I want it, but it does really make, I don't know, the trade-off is kind of there.
Something special?
It is kind of nice to have clutch, but on the other hand, it is nice to have the extra damage. Alright, now you'll see a big difference in damage. I mean, I still have 1.3 million armor. I was still respectively doing over 400,000 a hit with that SMG. But now it's doing a lot more. That's my M-line scar doing that much damage. Okay, that's pretty damn good. I didn't even have my laser pointer activated, and it was still doing 650 some thousand. When I activate the other, it's like 800,000. So yeah, I could more than likely melt people with this, no problem. Shade level 25,917. Well, when I see that, Unbreakable and Perfect Adrenaline Rush. This is the new meta, by the way, with the Catharsis, with the Defender drone, right? Yeah, Nublet. Do you know how many people I've killed using that build, buddy? They think they're God because that defender drone protects them, but I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something that destroys that shit. So you take this, you put this on, you go all the way to Demolisher, put it on. Doesn't matter if you're skill tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, doesn't matter which one you are. You could be skill tier 0, doesn't matter. And he takes that defender drone out, you lock onto it with your Demolisher, destroy it in one hit. Doesn't matter about your skill level. It will destroy it in one hit. And then once you do that, those guys that look like they're really tough aren't so tough. I melted people. As soon as you get rid of their drone, they're no longer tough. And they're not squishy. I mean, they usually have lots of armor, but like once you take care of the defender drone, that armor comes off very fast with my build. I can take it off within a second. I can already have him into his second, like I can already proc his unbreakable and already be killing him in the next bar in less than 2 seconds. Because I usually go for the face when I shoot, and I'm really good at getting headshots. Even from distances, without a scope. Most of these people that have their guns, they pull out their SMGs or whatever, their assault rifles, and they have like a 3x scope on it. So they can, you know, see the head. I don't. I use my crosshairs. Like somebody that, you know, like a real person does. Anyways. Yeah, so that's the meta that I'm seeing in the Dark Zone. When I go into the Dark Zone and fight, this is the meta I see. It's the Catharsis. This is the exact meta, actually. Fenris piece. They always run 2 assault rifles. I don't want to call anybody stupid, but that is actually stupid. Okay. I know some people are going to defend it and say, well, no, because then he's got a whole clip. No, let me stop you right there. That's dumb right there. This is the dumbest thing you can never do. Okay, don't do it. Be the smarter person. Choose a different weapon. Have 2 different weapons. Okay, you're going to appreciate it in the long run. Okay, because having the same weapon, yeah, no, that's just dumb. The same type of weapon. So I don't know if they think that because they're running 2 assault rifles, I guess they think that, you know, look at me, I'm not going to run out of ammo, but they don't realize, I don't know, they just don't realize that they're using the same ammo for both guns. So when one runs out, the other one's going to be empty too, dumbass. So use a different weapon, use your brain, and don't be like that. Do you know how many people I've seen running like 2 FAMASs when I inspect them? I'm like, oh my god. So I'm going to run an SMG, or I'm going to run a shotgun, and I'm going to run a assault rifle. And that means that I'm always going to have ammo. Like, I'm always going to have ammo. Him, on the other hand, well, he's going to have to make a lot of checkpoint stops. And he's probably going to be visiting the checkpoint a lot anyways, with that build. I mean, that's, you know, he's got a lot of armor. He's got 2 million armor, and you know, a lot of people are going to be like, no, he's got 2 million armor, you only have 1.3. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Once this guy right here is gone, he's going to be squishier than a motherfucker, even with 2 million armor. Once I switch weapons and versatile kicks in, I'm going to melt that 2 million armor twice. You saw how much damage I was doing on the range. Like, I would have went through his first and second bar of armor. I'd be surprised if he was still standing after that. And even with his Catharsis buff, he's still gonna get destroyed. Especially if I decide to get away from this and go like this. Okay, so I decided to put the riot foam on instead. You riot foam somebody and you're behind them like this, you can literally just ping them in the head with your assault rifle, and even if they're wearing unbreakable, you're just going to melt them so fast. So you initially pull out your assault rifle when you're using versatile. You initially pull that out and then you immediately switch to your SMG when somebody's like that, and you'll melt them fast. You'll have them into their second armor bar in like no time. And then switch back to your assault rifle and finish them off. Yeah. I know this because I encounter the same thing all the time. It's the same meta that I keep running into and I keep destroying it. I destroyed it the other day like 3 times in a row. Some guy went rogue on me and thought he was tough. Destroyed him. Just melted his ass. Like, yeah, that's your meta? I call this the anti-meta. So keep this in mind, because this is a very good quote in saying. Everybody has a weakness. You just have to find it. There is nobody in this world that does not have a weakness. I don't care who the fuck they are. Everybody has one. Your job is to find out what it is. Look at their build. Look at their build. There's something in their build that will tell you the whole story. Okay? Mine is, you can see mine already. Mine is status effects. I don't have any hazard protection. I have 10%, that's it. Okay? Let's look at his build if he's still standing there. Most likely not, probably ran away. Yeah, gone. Of course he is. But I guarantee you his weakness was the exact same thing I just said. Okay? His weakness is his defender drone. Okay? You take his defender drone down, he's dead. He's literally dead. That is his bread and butter. That's what keeps him alive. That's what they're all doing now, is they're all going to that defender drone and they're stacking their expertise on it. Because it negates a lot of damage. Right? But if you take that down, they die very fast. Even with I went against a guy that had 2.1 million armor. Still killed his ass. And he's using the same meta. He's using the exact same meta. Unbreakable and Adrenaline Rush. Because they want that bonus armor, right? I don't know. The way they're thinking, their mentality, I don't understand their mentality, but I guess it works against most people, because most people don't really pay attention to what they're running. I don't know about you, but I'd rather have 2 damage. I'd rather have 2 damage talents on my like one on each, one on chest and one on backpack, as opposed to having a I guess you would call it a defensive one. I don't really know what you would call adrenaline rush. Bonus armor. I mean, it doesn't give you that much bonus armor. That's just it. So to me, I just don't. I mean, if you're running Intimidate, sure, right? It makes sense. But like, other than that, really, you're not indestructible because you're wearing Adrenaline Rush. I don't know why they think they are. That's kind of my point. Like, put something on that's useful. Don't call that a meta. I know they do. I know that's what they're because I've seen a lot of people using that particular setup. And they probably learned it from one of the content creators. Other, wouldn't be from me because I'm not that dumb. Um, sorry, I had to fucking say that because it's true. Okay, I like my builds to be non-meta first of all, and I don't care even if my build did become meta, whatever. I like my builds to be different than these people that, they just go to one thing. Like, look at this, it does a lot of damage. Okay, cool. But what can you do with it other than this? Can you go in the dark zone with it? Can you go in conflict with it? Like, what can you do? You can play a legendary mission that you probably got help on. Sure, okay. Cool. Does that mean you're special? Not really. Because if you can't take that legendary build and take it into the dark zone and make it work, then it's a shit build. Yes, I said that right. Because I see these legendary builds, and that's what they're good for. They're good for legendary. I'm not going to say they're not. But the minute you bring them into the dark zone, be prepared to get your ass handed to you. Because that ain't going to work in there. So that's why you want to build a build that can work in legendary. And it can work in the dark zone. And it can work on heroic, whatever. You want to have universal. You want it to be universal. You don't want it to be like, okay, this is my legendary build. Okay, I feel like you need a cracker now. I don't know. Like, do I give him a cookie? Like, do I charge $9.99 for my builds? No, I don't, because I'm not a dick, first of all. I think that's the rudest shit ever. I really do. I think it's dumb. Why you know what I mean? Like, why you charge for a build? What's so secret about it? Let's see it. Again, can it go in the dark zone? Probably not. But it's a secret. You'd never think of that one. But yeah, anyways, enough of that. It just, I don't know, I shake my head. I mean, some of the stuff I see, and I know people are just, they're just trying to do things. I understand that. But sometimes, some of the things that I see in these videos, it's like I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. I feel like my brain cells are dying when I see it. I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? Why? And everybody's like, yeah, that's an awesome, that build is so awesome, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, it's not. It's garbage. Did you get dropped on your head a couple times? Like, come on. Like, Jesus. It makes you wonder sometimes. I'm gonna think of a build right now, okay? Maybe I'll put all purples on, and I'll say that's an elite build. Look at this, guys. I could do a legendary mission with all purple gear. Woohoo! Look at me go. Yeah. If I could do that, actually, yeah. If I could make an all-purple gear set, or, an all-purple gear work in a legendary mission very well, I would have to say that would deserve a little more than anybody else. Because that would be fucking amazing. Because you know how purple is really shitty. I might try that. Good idea. I might try that. And then that's going to be my mission. Do you know how embarrassing that would be if I could do that? Not for me, but for them. Look at this guy. He's running an all-purple set in a legendary mission. And he's destroying people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go start finding some purple shit. We'll start here. I think I can craft it, actually. I won't even have to do that. But I know where I can find some real quick. Alright, there's my first piece.
Hostile control point
I'll leave that there for a
identified.
second while I go get the other one. Okay, so we got a badger pair of gloves. What are we going to do with it? What are we going to do with it? I'm going to put some clutch on a purple piece, or maybe I'll do versatile on a purple piece. Oh, that's gold, damn it. Not happy about that.
Hostile broadcast detected.
Deconstruct that. I genuinely feel like you could do that. I wonder, can you put, you know what? Let's get that pair of gloves. Let's see something. I'm curious. I am curious. This would be hilarious if you can do this. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. It might take me a little while to do it, but I'm gonna try it. I think this would be hilarious. Okay, so there's a piece of purple. Hold on, hold on. Let's see, is there something I can get rid of right now? Yeah, I'll get rid of that shit. So we'll pick up that purple glove, and we'll put it on. It's going to be at the bottom because it's garbage. Alright, now we're going to go back to here. Let's see, did the division team allow this to happen? So we're going to find out. We are going to find out if they did or not. Actually, I'll tell you in a minute. Okay. So they won't. Okay. Okay. So they're not going to allow me to do that with them. I was thinking that you might be able to. That would be hilarious. It would have been funny. I guess not. Apparently they didn't think I was funny.
Good to see you.
Okay, well, we'll put those back on, because I was going to try it, but I guess I don't know. I guess they didn't like my idea. I might try it still, though. I don't know how, but we'll try it. It's going to take a lot of materials to do, but I think this would be hilarious if you could make it work. I think it would be funny. Could you imagine making a build video and you're like, it's all purple? You're like, yeah. So I went in the dark zone with this gear set on, and like, I destroyed everybody. You can't put expertise on it, unfortunately. Damn. And I was really looking forward to that, too. Alright, well, I mean, it was worth a try. Alright, now let's see what we've got over here. See if we earned any caches today. What? What's wrong with you guys? look who's not in the standings. Not me, but the other guy. Fruit Punch. He's not there. Wow. Chuck Rambo with the friggin'.
Glad you're here.
Ooh, I like this gun. I don't like the talent, but I like this gun. The military P416. I love that gun. I love that gun because I use it in Ghost Recon. The P416. It's a nice gun. They need to make this stuff more viable. Like from the clan vendor. Like the clan vendor should be selling some cheap, like better pieces. Like look at this. Look at this. Look at this one though. This is a prime example right here. Like look at how bad that is. So it's trash. So is that. So is that. So is that. All trash. And the problem is it makes people not want to buy anything. You know, that's why you're always farming, because you don't want to pick up stuff from the vendors because it's garbage. Like it's very rare that they're selling something, or you know, or they have something over at this one over here that's actually god rolled or something. You would think that, you know, at least one piece might be. Oh, yeah. If you don't have one of these, I would highly recommend you get one. Swapping from this weapon within 10 seconds of killing an enemy grants 35% crit chance and 40% crit damage for 15 seconds. I have one. And I think the thing you have to remember is you need to finish them with this. You know, and it doesn't have to be a headshot. You just have to finish them with this gun. So if they're down to nothing, you just pull this gun out and finish them, and then switch back to whatever weapon you want. You're going to get 15 seconds of really good buffs. Now this does stack. It does stack on top of this guy right here. Okay, this guy also gives you some good stuff, so it stacks. So basically you'll have 15 seconds of both. Well, the other one doesn't matter. Once you have the buff in place, it's there. But adding that to the mix is going to make things even better. Uh-oh. Alright.
Something smells good.
What's this? What is this? So that build is going to go right here. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be right after Delta. It's my Dark Zone build, and well, but this thing can work in more than just the Dark Zone. I could probably make it work in conflict as well. Oh yeah, I could definitely make it work in conflict. I know I could.
Agent requesting backup.
And the reason why I always show you with the headshots is because I can get headshots, so I mean I just showed you what happens when you hit in the chest with the Kingbreaker, right? So it still does respectable numbers, right? So does this. So even if you hit them in the chest or whatever, you're still doing decent damage.
Nice to see you, Agent.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so what time is it? Because I have to start making supper, I think. Let me just look at this real quick. Make sure I don't have to yet. I think I do, though. Probably. I could check this real quick. Okay. Yes, I need to make supper. Alright, guys. I know there's not many people in here. There must be other people that are live right now. That's probably why I'm not getting anything. But, anyways. I'm gonna get off here for now. So if you'd like to support the channel, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Bell's the most important thing, though, because that means you won't miss another video. Alright, guys. I'll be back. But if I'm back later, I'm probably going to switch it up to Evil Dead, so just be prepared.